Hello children. Now we are going to learn geography chapter number 3, drainage. Okay, you might have read this chapter in the month of May. Little bit you people might have understood about it. So drainage means water bodies such as rivers, lake, then seas and ocean. But drainage in a broad way we mean it is a river system. Okay, so what are the river systems, which are the river systems of India, from where they flow, how they are divided into how many parts, and how do they work. So all these things we are going to cover in this chapter, drainage. So let us move to a second slide. Now let us learn actually in a literal words what drainage means, okay, and what is a river system. Drainage means a river system in a particular area. Okay, any river which flows in that area, that river system, okay, that flows in that area, that river system is known as drainage. Now what is a river system? A river system consists of a total area covered by the tributaries and other water bodies that join the main river. Okay, the main river, as in for example Ganga and its tributaries and the main river Ganga, with that covers the entire area. Okay, when these tributaries they join the main river, then that river becomes a river system. Okay, and this river system, when it drains a certain area, a particular area, it is known as drainage. Okay, so drainage means a river system in a particular area. A river system consists of a total area covered by the tributaries, means the tributaries of the main river, and other water bodies that join the main river. As you can see in this picture, in this image, here you can see the main water body is also there, and tributaries are there. They are joining this main river system. Okay, and this river system is total known as drainage. It is draining certain area. Its tributaries along with the main river water body, they are draining certain area, so they are known as drainage. Further, now similarly, a drainage basin. Now let us know what is a drainage basin. A drainage basin is an area drained by a single river system. When a single river system, so river system means tributaries and the main river. Okay, when a single river system, it drains a certain area, that is known as drainage basin. As you can see in this image, there are two drainage basins. Okay, stream A and stream B. Now they are divided into two parts. How? We'll learn it in the same video, but afterwards. But these two drainage basins, they are draining that certain area. Okay, so that is known as drainage basin. Further, this eventually drains into a large water body. For example, lake, sea, or an ocean. So further, these rivers, okay, they drain their waters in a large water bodies such as lake, sea, or ocean. Okay, they meet the large water bodies. So this is drainage basin. Drainage basin is an area drained by a single river system. This eventually drains into a large water body, lake, sea, or an ocean. Further, now how does the drainage basin works? So how does the drainage basin work? The drainage basin works as a funnel. You might have seen funnel in this image. The second part of the image, you can see that funnel is there. Three pipelines, they are draining water in the mouth of that funnel, and that funnel is collecting the water from a separate pipes they are draining. It is collecting, and further it is joining them into one waterway. Same way drainage basin works. The first image you can see, it is a satellite image where the water is getting collected into one way from different paths, and that huge water body then channelizes further. okay, and it meets the ocean. So this is the drainage basin. It is not like that a single river is flowing till the ocean or till the sea. It meets the ocean or sea. No, these tributaries, they come, they join, and they strengthens the main river system, and then this river flows towards the sea. So this is how the drainage basin works. I'll read it out. The drainage basin works as a funnel by collecting all the water within the area and channeling into a waterway. Further, if you look at this natural mechanism closely, you will observe that river water flows downhill. Have you ever seen that naturally occurring water? From where does these streams and things they originate? They originate at certain height. They come out of the land. The water comes out of the land at a certain height. Then that water gets collected into a small pit, and then it starts falling down the hill. And then it gets converted, it gets a form of a river, and it flows further. So basically, rivers, they always flow downhill. In this image, you can see the water is emerging at a certain height, then it flowing down, and then a big water body is created, and it flows further. So this is how the water flows downhill. For example of this is the river Ganga. Okay, it flows down from Himalayas. Okay, what are these Himalayas, or what is this Himalaya? Himalaya is the huge mountain hills. Okay, we had studied it about this physical feature of India in a previous chapter. So from there Ganga originates, then it comes down the hill through the northern plains, collecting water from all its tributaries. Ganga originates in the Himalayas, it flows down, then it flows through the northern plains, and while flowing through the northern plains, it collects the water from its tributaries along the way, and finally it drains into Bay of Bengal. Now, incidentally, the Ganga basin is the largest river basin in India. You can note it down. Ganga basin is the largest river basin in India, and the Amazon river basin is the largest river basin in the world. So if the question is asked, which is the largest river basin in India? The Ganga. And which is the largest river basin in the world? The Amazon river basin. Okay. Further, now I told you that how these drainage basins are divided into several parts, or two parts like that. So how? Along the path of a river, the landscape is always not even. We have studied about the landforms. Okay, mountains are there, hills are there, valleys are there, and then deserts, certain things, plains are there. Okay, it is not even. It is not plain always. You will see the uplands or raised or elevated part of the land. That raised or elevated, heightened part of the land is known as mountain. So these mountains, they act as a water divide. Okay, water divide in the sense, when in an area a certain water is flowing, then the mountain raises naturally. How landforms are naturally formed, we have studied in the previous chapter. Then this raised part of the land, it divides that water body into two parts. Okay, so it is known as water divide. In this image, you can see stream A and stream B. These are two drainage basins. These two drainage basins are divided into two parts. In these parts, because of the water divides. So along the path of a river, the landscape is always not even. You will see uplands or mountain ranges separating two drainage basins. This upland area is known as a water divide or the drainage divide. Please children, keep this in your mind. Now till now we had studied about, let us go behind. Yes, drainage. What is the meaning of drainage? What is a river system? Then further, drainage basin. What is a drainage basin? Then that's got stuck. Yes. Then how drainage basin works further. the example of the river water or any water body, it falls downward from its originating point. Okay, the best example is the Ganga river. The Ganga basin is the largest river basin in India, and Amazon river is the largest river basin in the world. And what are water divides and drainage divides? These many things we have learned in this video. Please go through it again and please refer your textbook. These parts, you will understand it in a better way. Thank you.